Today, let's talk about 6 foods that can cause arthritis inflammation. Knowing about these foods is important because it can help us avoid arthritis issues and make it easier for us to do our daily tasks. Number 1. Sugar. Let's talk about sugar, the sweet enemy. We all love sugary treats, but did you know they can make your joint pain worse? Yes, it's not just about your weight. Sugar is a big problem when it comes to causing inflammation. Many people in the Western world eat a lot of sugar, and you need to be careful with type like fructose, glucose, and their sugary buddies. High fructose corn syrup found in sodas and sweets has become more common since the 1970s and is linked to heart issues. Too much sugar can also reduce the good bacteria in your gut, possibly leading to problems like rheumatoid arthritis. Studies even show that sugary drinks play a big role in causing rheumatoid arthritis. For example, there was a case of a 66-year-old man whose arthritis got worse because he ate too much sugary desserts. This tells us that eating too much sugar might contribute to getting arthritis and making it worse. Our body has 2 ways of working with food: anabolic and catabolic metabolism. Too much sugar can activate the anabolic pathway, making certain immune cells more active and causing inflammation, a key factor in arthritis. On the other hand, catabolic metabolism can help stop inflammation and protect against diseases like arthritis. But there's good news. You can reduce the risk of arthritis by following a Mediterranean diet and cutting back on sugar. This not only helps prevent arthritis but also lets you enjoy tasty and healthy fruits and veggies. Number 2. Red meat. We get it. Enjoying your burgers and steaks is important, but it's good to know about potential health risks, especially when it comes to red meat. It's not just about calories and fat, there's a connection between red meat and rheumatoid arthritis, and it's worth being aware of. A study found that eating a lot of red meat might make rheumatoid arthritis start earlier, especially if you smoke or are overweight. People who ate over 100 grams of red meat daily tended to get rheumatoid arthritis at a younger age and had a higher BMI compared to those who ate less. To break it down, the disease started about 6 years earlier in those with high red meat intake, even after considering other factors. This hints at a possible link between eating a lot of red meat and getting rheumatoid arthritis sooner. For the sake of your joints, maybe think twice about that extra serving of red meat. You can try alternatives like plant-based options or choose leaner protein sources. Also, it's worth mentioning that cutting back on red meat can bring other health benefits beyond just keeping your joints happy. Number 3. Gluten. Let's talk straight. Gluten. Who doesn't love bread or pasta? But we got to be careful because gluten, a tricky little protein, hides in many favorites like wheat, barley, rye, and schweitekale. Sadly, gluten can cause issues, especially if you're dealing with joint pain and swelling. Research suggests that gluten might be linked to more inflammation, which is great for joint problems. If you have celiac disease, gluten is a big no-no. Giving up bread and pasta might sound tough, but there are lots of alternatives like rice, quinoa, and sweet potato noodles that are tasty and won't make you feel like you're missing out. You can also find delicious gluten-free bread and pasta options. Here's some good news. A study found that following a gluten-free vegan diet for a year reduced disease activity and improved inflammation in people with rheumatoid arthritis. So, if you're dealing with arthritis symptoms, trying a gluten-free diet might be worth it. Just be sure to talk to your doctor or a dietitian before making any big changes to your diet. Number 4. Alcohol. A study that looked into the connection between alcohol consumption and the risk of developing knee osteoarthritis observed a group of more than 2,800 participants over a period of up to 8 years. During this time, they monitored the participants' alcohol intake and tracked any cases of arthritis. The result of the study indicated that excessive alcohol consumption was significantly linked to an increased risk of developing arthritis compared to non-drinkers. So, your favorite social drink might be causing more harm than just a rough hangover the next day. However, before you decide to toss away your beer goggles, it's worth noting that light to moderate alcohol consumption was not found to be associated with an increased risk of knee osteoarthritis. This means that you can still enjoy a drink or two without worrying too much about your knee's health. It's important to keep in mind that further extensive research is needed to confirm these findings for a broader population. So, the next time you're tempted to overindulge, remember that moderation is key when it comes to alcohol consumption to ensure both your enjoyment and your health. Number 5. Fried food. Fried foods can be incredibly tempting, but indulging in them too frequently is like taking a gamble with your joint health. That's because fried foods tend to be high in omega-6 fatty acids and low in omega-3 fats. This imbalance can contribute to increased inflammation in the body. As we've mentioned before, inflammation plays a significant role in the development of arthritis. A study examined the connection between two types of fatty acids, omega-6 and omega-3, in the blood and knee pain and function in adults with knee osteoarthritis. The findings revealed that individuals with a high ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids in their blood experienced more knee pain and had greater difficulties with movement. They also reported higher stress levels. This study suggests that maintaining a balanced intake of these two types of fatty acids in your diet may be crucial for managing knee pain and function in individuals with knee osteoarthritis. Eating fried food is a bit like a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's undeniably delicious and satisfying, but on the other hand, it can lead to joint pain and discomfort down the road. So, while you get to enjoy the taste in the moment, be aware that there may be a price to pay for indulging in fried foods too often when it comes to your joint health. And lastly, number 6, salt. When it comes to salt, less is definitely more. A study has shown that consuming high amounts of sodium increases the risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis. In fact, the study suggests that the more sodium you consume, the greater your risk of developing this condition. Therefore, reducing your sodium intake may be essential for your overall health. Before you succumb to those salty cravings and reach for a bag of chips, consider some delicious alternatives that can add flavor to your food without sending your sodium levels skyrocketing. Herbs and spices are like the superheroes of the flavor world. They can add depth and complexity to your dishes without the need for extra salt. Whether you prefer the smoky taste of cumin, the warmth of oregano, or the spicy kick of garlic and onion powder, there's a seasoning for everyone. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.